It's sad.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Lost Mines of Phandelver Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition campaign. We are currently in our second hour for this week, week number 5. We're kind of back in the swing of things. The brave adventurers are heading through, just outside the woods, looking for the path that Sragg spotted from up top his tree, which he just basically ran all the way up the side of it with a critical success on his athletics. Yeah, and they've just arrived at the opening to the path that they assume leads to the castle. What do you do now?
Well, let's see. I think I'll get out and walk in front of the cart. Finding a path to get the cart to the castle's good, but less effective should there be a trap or a washout or something that takes the oxen out so that the cart's useless.
Who would do such a thing like that? That sounds like a really mean person.
No, it would be a terrible thing to do, but it could happen. You never know.
Okay, so the marching order is you in front with the other two on the cart.
I think I'm actually leading the cart, am I not?
Are you driving?
Okay, then.
I think I'm the only one who can.
Like drive
You're
the cart?
driving or
Driving, yeah, sorry.
okay.
You're drunk driving? What?
Mm-hmm. I'm drunk
That's
driving.
horrible.
Sorry, fellas.
I'll kill you on
This is how it has
principle
to be.
alone. Okay, so you're driving and you're doing what, Parry?
Sitting in the back of the cart, throwing rocks at the bulls,
Right.
making sure Droop is staying in line. Sit up straight! Don't look at me!
Before we do anything more, I forgot to make sure my spells were good.
Okay. Okay, you good?
How long have we been on the road now?
You traveled a half hour east to the opening in the woods.
Okay.
It's now about 8:30 in the morning.
I'm just reading a couple spells first. Take me a second, maybe about 30 more seconds.
Okay. So you guys start down the path.
You said a half hour going east. Just judging from being up there, how long do I think it will take to reach the castle?
About 4 hours.
Okay. So it was 4 hours on foot, but it's still 4 hours just we're on the road now. That's good. I was checking. And I'm walking in front so we can go, yeah, okay. I get you. I'm gonna watch. I'm paying more attention to the ground, but I am gonna try to watch the sides, but it's not my focus.
Okay. You ready there, Damakos?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
It's probably actually going to steal a little bit away from my attention to the ground because I'm going to be nervous. I know we're going up towards the enemies, you know. I'll be slightly distracted.
Okay, let's go. That's no good. That's a range.
So you guys are trekking along. Sragg's out in front, scouting. Yeah, you guys keep going for about 3.5 hours,
Okay.
and it's uneventful. There's a couple of fell trees and stuff, nothing major that you guys just moved out of the way. You're pretty sure you passed by what is the owlbear's den. Thankfully,
Okay.
you already murdered it, so don't have to deal with that again.
Excuse me. Yeah, you start to be able to see the castle in the distance quite clearly. You ready there, Meiji McGee?
Hmm?
Or not Meiji, Cleric McGee?
7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I just don't want to give the description while he's not paying attention.
Right.
Go for it. I'm listening to your descriptions. I'm just picking my stuff.
Okay, so from the distance, you can see what appears to have been like a fairly substantial castle. It has about two major towers and a couple like little towers. Most of the towers are crumbling though. Like pretty much everything on the second level is just destroyed.
So this looks like battered, or just in disarray.
Battered, like broken. Like something
Okay.
happened here a long time ago. Yeah, like I said, almost the entire second story. Like you can't see a single thing that would be on the second story that's um, is even habitable.
So it's overgrowth around it.
Yep, there's overgrowth around it. The path that you guys are on seems to be uh, traveled though.
Okay.
As you approach, the road kind of turned and went a bit to the eastern direction. So you're approaching from the east. You see kind of an entry. It's like the entryway to the castle. It's like a platform that has two stairs leading up, two sets of staircase leading up to the, I forget what it's called, like the entryway, there's the porch almost of the castle, like
Is it like a drawbridge
Terrace?
or?
terrace. Yeah, it's like a terrace. There's no drawbridge because there's no moat or anything, but this would be kind of right where a drawbridge would be. It's this terrace that just goes down, like it's up a level. To walk up these two sets of stairs to get onto it, and then you're kind of standing in the like at the front door of the castle.
Okay.
That's pretty much all you guys can see from where you are back here. You're still a little ways away.
Is there a place where stables would be somewhere up front here?
You can't quite see from here.
Okay. I'll wait till we get closer.
You're kind of seeing like the castle in the distance a bit, and the forest is kind of parting a bit, and you can only kind of make out the entryway. Everything else you'd have to get closer and go around because the trees are encroaching on the trail.
All right. So from here, we can see, though, like you said, the terrace and the two big stairwells. We're riding up, getting closer, and
Yep.
I'm going to fall back a little bit to the group and lean over to the cleric and say, I see the door we shouldn't use.
How so?
Well, that's obviously the main entrance. Let's find where they stable these and anyone not important enters the castle. It's probably fallen into disrepair by now if there is one.
Very well.
I'm
Do
just
you see anything?
I'm just disinterested in the back.
I say we circle the building at least before we go in.
How big does this appear? Like, as far as dimensions? Like, circling a building, I would guesstimate would take...
Okay, so peering down the trail, the door to the castle appears to be about 10 feet wide. You'll note that it's dark. You can't actually see the doors. Like, you see where the doors should be, but you can't see them.
Okay.
Not morning? Or it's just dark around the castle?
It's kind of like a overcast, like forest kind of thing, and then there's the castle, but
Okay. I got you.
it's not an unnatural darkness. It's just you'd expect there to
Trees.
be a wooden door there, and it's just a black hole.
Okay, I got you.
Make more sense when you get closer, but and then you can kind of see the two on either side. It's the towers of the castle, like the rounded parts. And you can see one goes off to the north, and it's fairly large. You'd say it's at least as big as the terrace, the base of this tower. It kind of sits a bit on the terrace. Let's see if I can draw it for you guys. Map and background.
What is our plan when we enter? I say to Sragg.
Find out how many we're up against first.
I believe you were looking for a pact.
Is the pact in here? Sorry, out of game, or I thought that was the book that was in here.
My character doesn't know anything about the pact. Other than
That's
you guys have told him.
That's Parry's goal. Yes. I'm more interested in what befell that dwarf. I know he owes us some money.
Is the pact here? I don't remember where it was supposed to be.
From your kind of investigations that you figured out so far, it's not the pact that's here. It's possibly Bruner's here, not Bruner. The dwarf that you guys are looking for.
Oh, I can guarantee you, Bruner's not here.
No, Brunner. They were both named Brunner. One was named Dane, though.
Oh, okay.
He went by Dane. You didn't really know.
Fair enough.
Just an unconventional mishap that they were both named the same thing.
Okay.
Can you guys hear that in the background?
No?
Okay, good.
Hear what?
Sam, he's pushing his dish around.
Oh, I can hear that.
There it is. Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of what you see from where you are right now. You're coming in from way down this, like that's the way you're looking, but you're quite a ways away.
Okay.
Here's those two stairs I was talking about going up, and this is the big terrace, and these round circles are the sides of the tower.
Towers. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Just 1 second, I have to go murder my dog. Okay.
Which dwarf are we looking for?
Yeah, I forgot his name.
It's Brunner.
It's Brunor?
Yeah, it is Brunner.
Okay.
He's Brunner. You didn't know my other guy's real name.
No. I knew your other dwarf was the fat one that fell off the cart and
Yeah.
had an accident.
Sorry, it's not Bruner, it's Gundren Rockseeker.
Oh, there we go.
There you
Gundren.
go.
That's right, Gundren. I remember that. Hearing that over and over from Parry. Gundren, yes. Yeah, Parry likes Gundren.
Yep. Okay, so you guys you're planning your approach.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm still here from off cam. I'm just having issues.
Okay, the chair is doing a fine job playing your character.
Oh,
That's what I would expect from their resident wizard.
Cast polymorph chair.
let's see. Trying to remember, and I don't remember what this book was. Oh, wait, no, the book that's somewhere else. We don't have any interest in that here. We're just after the leader of the red.
Yes.
You're trying
Red
to find a
brands.
map to the Lost Mines of Phandelver.
We want to map the lost mines that the Gundren would know about.
The
We want to
Gundren
find the leader.
yeah, you're pretty sure that Gundren was actually taken by these Red Brand people. And
Okay.
your investigations have kind of led you here, thinking that either he's here or his map's here.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay. Most people will be here to get him, but you guys are here just to get the map.
Yeah. That's kind of how this works, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing personal. Not that we don't like the guy.
Do we?
It's just not. Well, no, not really, but he doesn't know that.
Okay.
So you guys are kind of sitting your ways away. You haven't moved any closer, right?
I kind of thought we were just talking as we went.
Okay, so you moved a bit closer. As you move closer, you can kind of see, as the forest kind of opens a bit, you're still you're probably still about 100 feet away, but you can see off to the sides like a trail kind of goes around.
Is it like a pathway for people or like a pathway for carts?
It's a little bit smaller than the main path you're on.
Okay.
You could fit a cart on it.
Did we all see it?
Yeah, you can all see it if you're looking for it.
So
Shrag,
I
you
kinda
definitely
just-
saw it because you're actually looking for that.
Yeah.
I point over to the pathway or whatever because we were just discussing what our next plan of action would be.
Yes, let's go. Hurry up.
That guy.
How's Droop in all this?
Do you stop the cart at all, or what do you do? Like,
I believe the cart was stopped,
oh, you
right?
did stop it? Okay. Once you kind of saw that bit of information, okay.
Otherwise, we careened into the castle.
Well, you're 100 feet away. Like, you're not.
We're 100. I thought we were like right up by it.
No, you're still 100 feet away.
Just like at the bit. Okay, so we're 100 feet away.
Yeah.
We can see the two steps going up to the top of the terrace, and we can kind of see the pathway to the side.
Yeah, now that you've gotten a little closer, you can kind of realize the reason you couldn't see the door is because it's just not there.
Okay.
Okay.
Like on the edge where the hinges would be, you can see a bit of like jagged, like tattered wood.
Slow up the cart.
To a stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then look back at Sragg and Parry.
Not very well defended, is it? Or is it?
This seems suspicious to me.
I'd still like to have a. Continue.
I was just saying, for something such as a retreat, it seems very suspicious that they would have a door wide open.
There's probably an entry hall on the other side of that port, and I'm assuming it would be to a gauntlet of sorts. I definitely still want to look around the outside of this castle.
Shall I park the cart here, off to the side of the road? Or shall we take it with us?
We should probably leave the cart here. I'm sure Parry and Droop would be able to guard it.
Hmm.
Yes. Go on in and have a look. See what you find and report back to me as soon as possible.
Yes, we'll scout around the outside and make sure we've got the best entrance.
You're not going to leave without us, are you, Parry?
I just shoo him away.
That's Parry.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, so that's my current plan on it.
So you
I'm
guys
going
are
to stick
planning
close to
this.
Sragg and go with him.
Okay, so how do you? So you're standing in the trail right now.
Mhm.
There's the forest on north of you, south of you, which kind of opens up to go around the castle. So how do you proceed to scout?
I'm going to use the forest is what I'd like to do. Stay just a little bit inside the forest so the trees are helping hide me, and work my way all the way around the castle through the forest.
Okay, I'm not gonna be able to draw as
And
you
I'll attempt to
scout.
follow.
North or south? Which way do you go?
Let's take it to the. Let's see. Let's go through the north first. Just
So
work my
you're
way
going
around.
around the north side first.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're staying in the forest, actually roll me your. We're gonna do this in 4 quadrants as you
Sure.
circle around. So give me your first. Um, is there move silently? In the new
No, I don't think so.
stealth is just straight up stealth. Okay, D20 plus your dex.
All right. Let me see what that is to make sure.
Is he doing like a group one, or do we both need to do
You're
that?
both going to do
Oh,
it.
God. Sorry.
16.
Plus my dex?
Yep.
Huh.
I should know it with you.
So you rolled a 16 and you got a 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is interesting. I just gotta see who's hiding in that part of the castle. Okay, so as you come around the tower of the castle, you kind of see in the pointing towards in. You actually see it on the other tower too. This is like the arrow slits
Mm-hmm.
that would like give a guard like a pretty good view of the entryway, like the terrace. They're pointed straight at it. As you come around the bigger circle in the north, you see another arrow slit, but like right after it, like that, the part of the tower is like destroyed. Like there's a gaping hole in the side of the tower. You can see like right into it. So that makes up the
Okay.
entire like northwest corner of that part of the tower. Just gonna You're taking the lead, right, Shrek? You're first?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so as you come around that opening, you can see right inside the tower. Um, it's a pretty high, though, like the rubble. So it's about 4 feet high, but you can see kind of sticking uh, the heads of 4 hobgoblins. They're kind of facing each other. Like they're not on watch or anything, like looking out. They're just hanging out in this room, from what you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
As you come across though Damakos, Like you step on a twig or something, a branch, and it just makes this like that classic echoing snap throughout the forest, like, and you see all four heads of the hobgoblins turn. You can only see like their foreheads, like they can't see over,
Okay.
um, but they definitely heard something, and you see their heads start moving kind of towards this rubble. Do you do anything?
So am I exposed at the moment, or
Well, you're sneaking around in the forest, so um, you're kind of walking from tree to tree. Like just as you were crossing, like you stepped on that twig or whatever, made that huge sound. You would have like turned to see you same thing that Sragg did, the four heads of the hobgoblins, and realized that they were alerted. Like if this was Metal Gear, like they all have the thing above their head,
right?
but you can't see their eyes,
Right. Okay. So
which means
that's
they can't see you.
yeah. So I'm more concerned of like, is there a spot I can hide or like attempt to not move like right by my near position?
Yeah, there's numerous trees around you that you could potentially duck behind if you want.
That's what I want to try and do. Just quietly duck behind something, not move, and just wait.
Okay. That would be. So, are you going to? How would you like to perform that?
Is there multiple ways to perform it?
Are you trying to be like really quick about it, or particularly athletic dive? Like,
Um,
or you just want to find like the biggest thing you can hide behind and hide behind it?
Ogres are big.
let's hide behind the biggest thing I can hide behind.
Okay, so there's a tree like
Yeah.
5 feet in front of you, and you just run as fast as you can behind it. Redo your stealth.
Okay.
That was the 18.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you don't make any more noise as you hide behind this giant tree. Sragg, you're still pretty safe. You're still pretty stealth. So yeah, you see a couple Damakos. You can't see this because you're hiding behind the tree.
You're
But
right.
Sragg, you see them peek over the rubble, and they're looking
Okay.
around.
I imagine if they heard the snap, I also heard the snap.
Yes, and then you witnessed like Damakos' oh shit moment as he runs behind the tree.
So I probably would duck behind a tree as well just to make sure I wasn't visible.
Yeah, yeah. If they were looking, yeah, you would have been exposed. Um,
Okay.
you were kind of doing a pretty good job of staying stealthy though. So even just like dropping down to your chest, like you're hidden.
Okay. All right.
Damakos
So I'm
wasn't
gonna
quite as graceful in his original stealth.
I wanna when I drop down, I'm gonna be watching to see if they look over this way, and whenever it seems like if they turn back in, I'm gonna go from looking at them and just slowly turn to look at the cleric.
Yeah. So they spend about 5 minutes just kind of looking out there and kind of bantering amongst themselves and the goofing around like they're well at first they're kind of serious but then they start like goofing around and hitting like pushing each other and eventually they walk back down their side of the rubble and all you can see is the backs of the top of their heads again.
Okay.
And so Damakos, you can see the slow head turn from the ogre or not ogre, the orc hiding in the bush.
Okay. So I kind of see him stare at me, and then I'm like, just kind of have my back up against whatever I had it up against, and just kind of like see his glare, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that what he's
No,
doing?
Yeah.
it's not so much of glare. I'm going for more of a like one eyebrow raised and just.
Okay,
What is
it's a
wrong
glare.
with you? Do you
That's a
even
glare.
stealth, bro?
So
Kind of just shrug at him, like, okay.
I'm going to get back over to the tree he's at then. And how much distance is between us and the rubble that they were peeking out of?
About 40 feet.
40 feet. So, just seeing the basic shape of the outside of this, it's not the fortress I was anticipating it being. So, I'm just gonna like motion to him to back towards the cart. I'm follow and I start heading that way.
Okay. The It's not on the picture that I drew for you guys, but there is more castle behind that. The castle goes further back.
Mm-hmm.
There's another kind of medium-sized tower base, and then just about another 50 feet past that, you can kind of see uh, another tower base sticking, like the edge of another tower base, about the same size as the one that's on the picture there.
So we're
So,
looking like at a pretty decent castle.
Yeah,
I mean, it
and
was
it would
exceptional.
probably like it is probably about 100 feet
I'm assuming from what I'm hearing,
lengthwise.
it's like the generic fort shape, the four towers and
Yeah,
big box.
yeah, almost.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of yeah. You definitely like this is one side of that square that you would normally expect. It's probably a little bit narrower. It's not quite a square, more of a rectangle. Yeah.
Okay.
So you head back to
Okay.
the cart.
Yeah, I think head back to the cart.
Okay.
Um, well, as soon as I feel like it's safe to talk, I'll explain myself to him. So it's not in the same condition I would be expecting it. And I think it'd be sufficient to enter from the main gate.
Sufficient for what?
I don't think we have to sneak in, or it would benefit us really. It looks like they're pretty comfortable here right now.
Very well. Shall we get Parry?
Yes,
Go ahead, get him.
I head back to Parry. We're ready for you.
Oh,
We're going to go ahead and head in. We'll need your particular talents.
I see. Hmm. Droop, you stay with the cart. I'll be watching you.
He just nods nervously.
Well, let's go. I'll lead from the back.
I'll lead him back to where we were waiting inside the trees.
Okay. So
Are we, as before he starts walking down the path, are we taking the path or the front entrance?
Uh, hmm,
I'm confused.
I thought you two knew what we were doing.
let's take the path.
the path like down around the south.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you just go on the path, or how do you get from where you are to where you want to be?
Try to use the forest the best we can, I suppose.
Okay.
Still, I like the forest.
Okay. So yeah, you see the path go down to the south. So you jump in the kind of stay close to the forest though. So you're almost running like parallel to the path, but
Hmm.
inside the forest. Okay. So you see it as it comes around this lower tower. You see another arrow slit kind of pointing southwest from that lower tower. And then the path kind of comes up around the other side of it and connects with the southern wall of the castle.
Okay.
That the other part of that tower that you just went by, you can see the whole corner is destroyed. Also, can actually just so that's all rubble again. Same height. You can't see anything through the rubble this time.
Okay.
Let's put the rubble there too. You can't see anything through that rubble. There's the wall of the castle. You notice there's more arrow slits.
Mm-hmm.
Draw those. Our path here kind of comes up and connects to some stairs. And you can see there's a large, I believe it was iron. Let me double check. Yeah, the path's overgrown, climbs up, goes up to the wall. You see a large iron door, sheltered because it's kind of sitting inside this. I don't know what to call it.
Enclave?
Yeah, sitting inside this enclave, and the two arrow slits. And this appears to just be all like a stone wall.
Strikes first, by the way. He's
Yeah.
leading the way.
So you guys are still in the forest, from what I understand, though, right?
No, I'm leading from the back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Parry's leading from the back, and I'm hanging out in the forest all the way up till we get into that little enclave. Then we'll exit the forest.
Right, leading from the back.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay, so the forest is. Whoops. What the heck? The forest apparently just spazzed out there. There's a mini like tree ant revolution that just happened. Okay, so the forest, like I said, kind of follows like this. So you can stay in the forest. You can be here in the forest if you want, but eventually you have to leave the forest to get to the path.
Okay.
Or the dense forest that's giving you such nice cover.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I guess we'll have to leave the forest. But I think the point to leave it, that green there is the forest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to then, noticing where those are, and this the spikes around here. This is a wall, right? Basically.
Yeah.
All right. What I'd like to try to do, if possible, I'd like to go kind of past that and then come out of the forest and go back around and
Okay.
get in.
Yeah. Yeah. No problem. So you come across and you see there's another arrow slit in the corner of this this tower too. You can't see anything past this tower, so you assume this is the other corner of the castle.
Okay.
So are you going to? So when you come out of the forest, yeah, okay. So you come out of the forest, you're able to kind of take a path that leads. I see what you're trying to do here. So you come out, and okay, what the hell is that? So you come out of the
transit strike again.
Yeah. Okay. So you realize that there's that other arrow slit there. So you kind of you come out like this.
Yeah, keep the shortest amount of time where you can be seen through one of those arrow slits.
Yeah. These arrow slits are fairly high on the wall too. Like even though the second story of the castle is destroyed, like the first story of the castle takes up what would be normally in modern age 2 stories of a building.
Right.
So that arrow slit is fairly high. So when you sit where you are right now, which is right at the base of this tower, that arrow slit cannot see you
Okay.
because
Kind of what I was
it
thinking.
can't look straight down. Like it probably has a field of view. It probably has a field of view where anything past here, it can't see.
Yeah.
Same with the
That's
ones over here.
That's what being on top of the thing was for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're kind of in the blind spot right now. As you're sitting there, you hear some oddly familiar growls and grunts and squawks coming from that arrow slit.
Oh, oddly familiar. Okay. Squawks.
Parry
Growls and
particular
grunts.
Parry particularly recognizes them.
Do they sound like droop?
Nope.
Squawks?
Maybe you blocked it out because it was such a traumatic experience.
Owlbear?
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm,
coming from that arrows.
gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Well, and they're coming from this arrow slit, you said?
Yeah.
Noted.
Which one?
The one on the far corner here. That one. That's where pain and suffering lives.
Okay.
That. So we'll try to sneak around here, stay close, and get up to the door.
Where did you sneak up? Sorry, I missed that.
Up the little pathway, I think, towards the door.
Yeah.
Closest
Around
to us.
here, and try to like come around the corner quick.
Yeah, so you skirt around this corner, realizing that probably as soon as you get around it, you're out of the field of vision of these arrow slits here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Out of the field of vision of pain and suffering, right?
yeah.
Death.
Once you're up against this wall, you hear something different.
Oh, lovely.
Awesome.
Maybe it is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You hear goblins speaking and talking and arguing angrily. You hear, well, you assume it's angrily. You hear like pots and pans and
Mm.
like people. It sounds like people really eating like really messily like dishes, and it's not really dishes. It's um, more like crockery, like clay plates and stuff like utensils on like wooden bowls and stuff like that, and chairs moving. And goblins, yeah, coming from those 2 arrow slits.
Okay. So there's a kitchen in there, roughly. Pots and pans.
That is certainly
I'll
what
be
it
doing.
sounds like.
I'll be doing some shopping. That's the mess hall. All right. So all we've got to do is convince the stuff from the other arrow slit to eat the stuff in this arrow slit, and we'll be good.
Ah, how do you know
Basically.
one's not controlling the other?
I've never seen owlbears control goblins. And I really don't give it to goblins to be in control of the owlbears.
I say, I've never seen one of him before. And I'm pointing at the blue guy.
Fair enough.
I have a name.
Offense intended.
Well, we'll have to get in there and figure out what's going on. Let's
I
go
know
with
it's a
we do
stupid
that.
plan. You don't have to tell me.
I'm going up towards that up that pathway into that enclave and looking for, is there any more arrow slots?
No, it is completely sealed like stone. As far as the walls are concerned, there's a door, the iron door, which has a lock on it.
Okay. Well then. Anyone know anything to do with this?
What are you pointing at?
I'm pointing at the locked door when I get there.
What is that check? Dex something?
To know what?
Like he's pointing at the locked door.
Or like to pick the lock?
I think so.
What's the door made of?
It is iron,
Iron?
and yes, it is a dex check to unlock a lock, providing you have the right tools.
Ah, tools. I just shake my head no.
Okay.
You're not gonna fight this door?
Do you know anything that can get us through this door, Parry?
Do I look like a locksmith?
I reach out and try the door.
It's locked.
Maybe you should just knock.
Housekeeping.
Are the hinges on the inside, I'm assuming?
Yes. The door opens inward.
Does it look this like this place is in pretty good shape? Everything else is falling apart. It's worth asking.
Yeah. It's an iron door in stone.
It's just a little rusty.
Yeah, it's a little rusty. It's a little maybe rough around the edges.
No, this isn't going to be very sneaky.
No, it definitely would not be sneaky if you did what you're about to do.
I reach for my crowbar, which I have,
Okay.
and I let's see what's the best place to try to open this.
Not here.
Not here. I'm gonna look to. Okay.
Go on. What were you doing?
Thinking. Yeah, no other way to really do this. Wedge the crowbar in the best I can, and I'm going to try with all my might to open this door.
Just like that. No attempt at stealth?
Attempt
Okay.
at stealth. Let me see.
Can you?
I'm not going to scream. I'm
No,
just going
but-
to try to.
Okay, so picture this in real life. You're sitting in front of this iron door and you've got a crowbar in your hand. Do you jam it in as hard and as you can, or do you like gingerly stick it in and just
Oh, well, yeah.
apply force until hopefully the lock pops?
That's fair enough. Okay. Yeah. Good point. Very good point. Thank you.
Or do you just fucking screw it and hurl yourself at the door?
Just start
Fuck this
chipping
shit.
away at it. Tink, tink,
Yeah.
tink, tink, until you get it in there.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I try to make sure. I'll try it a little bit every time. Make sure I've got it in a good spot, and then really put some force to it.
Okay, so give me a stealth check to see how quietly you can actually do this. Each attempt, we're going to do stealth and strength.
Okay. The stealth check first, which is this.
Okay, you get it in the
And-
you get it wedged in right where you think the or right in the part where the lock mechanism is, like in between the jam and the lock mechanism.
Can't I use my athletics for this?
It's the actual force you're about to do.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So you get it wedged in there fairly quietly. You're quite happy with that, and then you start using your strength to push against it. Add another 5.
Okay, so that's 18 then.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say add another 5 for the fact that you're using a crowbar. Um, okay, so you push, and like you manage to separate uh, the door bit. It bends a little bit, but you can't quite. You don't quite get um, it to pop.
Okay. All right. So try again.
Which one was that? That was your stealth.
That's
Okay.
just
So again, you get it. You're able to maintain it like in the spot without making too much noise.
Nice.
Yeah. You yeah you lean up and you just put your full force into it, and then you see that one part of the kind of door bends, and all of a sudden the latching mechanism kind of releases from the jam, and the door just kind of goes pops and
okay.
stops right there, like opened up a sliver.
Peek through the door sliver.
All you see is this edge of a wall. Like this must be at the end of a hallway. Like so, there's nothing to see yet.
All right. I'll use the crowbar that's already there to open it a little bit more until I and be watching down for anyone to notice the movement.
Okay,
I'm
so
going slow.
as you push, or you realize the door is like completely come free. Like it's opened. Like your crowbar is
Okay.
not needed.
Yeah, I'm using the crowbar. My hand's not going around. I'm just using the edge of the crowbar to open it since it's already there.
Okay, yeah, you just push slightly and you can kind of see it's opening up a little bit. Freehand draw this. And you can kind of, there's some sort of hallway right there.
What way is the door opening in?
Like that.
Swinging into the left or to the right?
Yeah, Drew, where the door's kind of sitting right
There
now.
we go.
And you can kind of see this comes up and around the corner. Actually, you can't probably see that stuff yet. You can see a bit of rubble and all kinds of stuff right here.
Okay. Is the door creaking as it opens?
A little bit.
Okay, so making a little bit of noise.
Yeah.
Is there still? Can I still hear anything else coming from the goblins?
Yeah, you still hear the goblins, and you're pretty sure the door is a little bit quieter than the goblins.
Okay.
So, yeah. They probably can't hear the door over themselves.
All right, I'll go ahead and open the door the rest of the way then, and switch my crowbar out for my axe.
Okay. Because as you open it, there's tons. You see further down that hallway, there's like tons of rubble. It goes right to from the floor to the ceiling. The ceilings are about 15 feet high. There's you can see maybe about 20 feet down this hallway, and there's a curtain, some sort of like draped curtain, and you can't see past that. Rubble on both sides. It's pretty badly disrepaired. And then
So at the sight of seeing him take out his weapon, I kind of take out my weapon and whisper to him, like, what is it? What do you see?
Well, it's nothing yet, but best to be prepared. There is a curtain hanging there, and I guarantee you, no lackey has furnishing.
I'm just standing there with my hands on my hips, tapping my foot.
So we should head for that curtain first, I think. Well, I got to make it past that hallway there. There's goblins down it.
We attack a curtain?
That's what's on the other side.
Oh, sorry.
He attacks doors. He attacks curtains.
I guarantee we'll find somebody that would usually wait in the cart behind that curtain.
Very well. Lead on.
Okay, as you get a look around into that little hallway, you realize there's a door there and it's shut.
Okay, good. All right, I'm going to try to creep over towards that curtain then.
Creep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk over, roll me your stealth. I'm assuming you're trying to be stealthy.
Yeah, I'm continuing the stealthiness or attempting to.
Yeah,
Yep.
you get there, and as far as you can tell, you didn't alert anything. As you pull back the curtain, you see it kind of opens up into a little bit of a room. It's still in disrepair. There's another door on the west wall, and a door on the east wall. I haven't brought out a room to draw it, so we're going to have to use theater of the imagination here. Further back on what would be a north wall is the curtain again.
All right, I'm going to motion them to follow after me and keep my eyes on the door to the east.
Okay.
I don't want anything to do with the owlbears and their little place.
Right.
I'll be looking at the curtain as I follow him.
Yeah.
The far
I'm
curtain,
heading
okay, on the north. Yep.
Going for that other curtain. They're going to pull it back gently and peek behind it.
Okay, so you just walk up there.
No, sneak.
Sneak up there. Sneak up there, yeah. You sneak up there and just gently peel back the curtain and reveal the wrong building. Yeah, one sec. That's not right.
Reveal the princess is in another castle.
Yeah. Okay, like this, you can see it's a circular, like the room you're looking into. So it's
Okay.
a base of another tower. You don't remember seeing this tower from the other side, so it's been pretty badly destroyed.
Okay.
There's a little bit of space like in the middle where you can kind of walk still. There's ancient crates and barrels against the side and like partially smashed by the following tower. And that's it.
So I didn't see any stairs going up. Is there a trap door? That's what I'm looking for now.
On the ground, you mean?
Yes.
None that you can see.
Any particularly big crates? Something that looks like you'd have something that I would move to look underneath is what I'm looking at right now. I'm going to be careful, but I'm moving stuff around to find a trap door.
Yeah, you move some stuff around, and if you want to roll your search or your perception.
It's a 4 now, isn't it? Let me see. I haven't done that one yet. Perception is a 4,
Wisdom, yeah.
yes. Not so good.
Yeah, so you hunt around these crates and stuff, and you don't find anything. You're pretty sure that there's nothing. You do notice on the east side is another door in the tower.
Okay.
And the northern face of the tower, actually, now that you're kind of looking, you realize that you can see right outside. Like the whole northern wall is just gone. You didn't notice it at first when you walked in because the rock's kind of at the right angle. You can't quite see out. It's a little bit concealed.
Okay. I'm going to call them in. I don't think he'd stay in this side. We need to go back in between those curtains and take that door leading off to the west. I bet you that's his.
I just raise an eyebrow.
Okay, so you're back in the room with the north and south curtains.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and to the west is where you want
The
to go?
west door. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that'd be the best.
Okay.
Does anyone have another opinion here? I've been kind of stealing the direction. Feel free to chime in.
No, out of character, I don't have any other. I'm just like leading from the back.
Out of character, I have no clue on how to infiltrate a building.
Fair enough. What are you saying? Out of character.
Just out of character. I'm just saying. I think this is your area of expertise.
Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, I'll go ahead and try that door on the west. Is there a keyhole?
There is no keyhole.
No. Okay. Is
Just
there
a
much
doorknob.
separation between the top and bottom, the floor and the bottom of the door?
It's a little bit.
Enough that I think I could see underneath it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll try to lower myself down and take a peek and see what I can see.
It's fairly dark in there. Do you have dark vision?
Yo,
Okay,
He's
so
a half-orc, isn't he, or something?
full.
full.
Orc.
So you don't see any
Green one.
You don't see anything suspicious on the
No
ground.
feet.
No feet.
What do I see in there? Do I see the legs of what I think will be tables, a bed?
Do you see? It is surprisingly empty.
Okay.
I guess it's, I don't know, surprisingly, but
Pretty surprising.
just want to make sure I got the right here. From there.
It's surprising that something could be so empty.
Yeah, it's in surprisingly good condition from what you can see.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing in it. It doesn't. Yeah, from your angle,
Nothing's in contact with the ground.
no, nothing at all. Compared to what you've seen, like you're literally standing in rubble right now. You're rubble on either side of you. Like this room seems to be in fairly decent condition.
We're on the right track. All right. I used my crowbar to try the door. I don't, or no, you know what? I'm not getting it. I'm just used the handle of my axe to try to move the door. I don't want to touch it myself. Being gentle.
Don't want to leave your fingerprints behind for the forensic scientists.
So this door opens inward,
Okay.
so you have to like pull it towards yourself.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
All right. Is there a latch I've got to work here, or how does that work?
A doorknob.
Oh, okay. It's a full mechanical doorknob.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and I'll use my hand then for that.
Yeah. So you grab a hold of the doorknob
Mhm.
and pull it open.
Yep.
Yeah, nothing happened. The door opens.
It's a doorknob.
It's an amazing piece of technology.
Well, you never know. Those can be pretty dangerous.
Well,
Sragg's looking at it. He's turning it and looking and pointing like, have you seen one of these before? This is amazing.
You gotta remember which campaign we're in here.
Yeah.
Apparently, some people aren't evil. Go figure.
So you open up the door. So now you open it up all the way. So tell me what you did, so I can tell you what you see.
All right. I'm opening it slowly and looking inside.
Okay, so as you open it up, you kind of get a better picture of what's happening in here. You see a number of like angelic figures and sculptures like inset into the wall. Kind of gives you the impression this might have been some sort of like chapel or part of a chapel room.
He blocking our view of this right now, like his body.
Yes, the way he's standing right now.
Yeah. Okay.
You would have had to either walk in to get this view or be standing in the door. So
Gotcha.
so you're standing in the door, I'm assuming. You can see the northern side of it, or the northern wall, kind of in both corners, is more curtains.
Okay. More curtains.
Yeah. Up around the top, you see like ledges and different figurines kind of stored up there.
All right. So I'm just gonna motion my head over and start creeping into this room.
Okay, can you roll? Can you roll me your perception?
It's the same bonus. Let me see. Passive is a 14. And the active for this one's only 11. I tend to use my passive.
Yeah, actually, in this case, yeah, in this case, like either one, if they're successful,
Mm-hmm.
will let you see what you need to see. Like, there's
Okay.
always a chance your active is going to be a higher, but if you
Okay.
roll like crap and your passive ends up being higher, like then that's the one that gets used.
Okay.
And that's
So my passive's enough.
what is your passive?
14.
Yeah, so that's a 14, basically.
Yeah.
Against a what? Let's find out what you're rolling against. Let's tell him what he's won. Stealth is based on dex, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You see nothing.
Okay. Fair enough. So I creep in and I motion for them to follow.
I follow.
Parry's at the back eating popcorn.
I'm eyeing the curtain. Yeah, he is. I'm eyeing the curtain to the northern corner.
I'm looking around as I enter in, not really knowing what I'm looking for.
Roll me your religion. Just intelligence.
Yep. Okay. Religion. Religion is this. That would be this. There's my religion.
Oh wow.
19.
You recognize the carvings of Ogma, the god of knowledge, Mystria, the god of magic, Lathandar, the god of dawn, and Timora, the goddess of luck. And you've seen this before in a number of human castles and shrines.
You're probably not impressed. You're like, huh, false gods.
It's a catch-all room.
Sorry, Tamora, Ogma.
Ogma, Mysteria, Lathandar, and Timora.
What was that? Thagma?
Thymora? Ogma? Oghama? Oghma?
Yep.
Mystra.
Mystra,
Yep.
Lathandar, and Timora.
Timor is the coin, I believe.
Tamora. Yeah, it's luck. What was that? What's the one again? I'm a little drunk.
You got the 4, right?
I have Tamora, Ogma, Mystira.
And
Thagma?
Lathander.
Lathandar.
Lathander?
Yeah.
Think Forgotten Realms Palor.
Right.
Yeah, god of dawn. Yeah.
Gotcha. Carry on.
You do notice, now that you're kind of in a little bit further, there's a shrine, a stone brazier against the wall, it's filled with a mound of coal.
A mound of coal?
Yeah, it's right against the north wall.
Is it lit?
It is not lit.
Is there any like particular religious symbols over by that mound of coal?
No, nothing in particular. Very similar to, it's just kind of generic kind of idols and stuff for those 4 gods.
Oh, okay.
This must have been a house that worshipped um, that particular pantheon of gods.
Yeah.
'Cause in traditional Forgotten Realms, it's rare that there's a particular god that's worshipped. It's more like a set or a pact of gods that's worshipped.
Gotcha.
You
So
guys
this
were all
is
in,
not.
right?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
what I'm getting from this isn't a holy city. This is like the general city's religious place, and they technically worship whichever gods they choose.
Yeah, it could have been like this isn't so much a city. It's like maybe an ancient duke's castle,
Okay.
and his particular pantheon of gods was those four.
Yeah, like if you wanted a blessing of luck, you'd pray to the luck god, or if you wanted a blessing of, whatever, you'd pray to the other god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so as you enter, you hear. Just let me get to see what this sounds like actually. Are you see from up above, kind of in the corner, the stone starts moving. Stone starts
Oh, really?
moving. Yeah.
Who sees what now?
You all catch this. It's not even remotely trying to be
So
uh,
the stone in the I don't understand upper corner.
upper. Sorry, you walked into the north, the southern, southeastern door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the northwestern corner, like kind of up, right in the corner, very top. What you thought was just stone. It's dark in this room. Only people with dark vision can actually see properly. Parry, you're screwed. You can't see
The
shit
orc
out
should
here.
be able to see it though.
What's that?
Orc should be able to see it.
Sragg can see it, and I think the tiefling can see it too, right? You have dark vision.
Yep.
Yeah. You see what appeared at first to be stone. It's now moving, and it's coming. It's coming at you guys.
All right.
And you're going to roll initiative. And while we
Uh
figure out
oh.
initiative, we're going to go to break. And we'll be back shortly. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned on Twitch. We'll be back in a few minutes. YouTube, check in tomorrow. See you in a bit.
Let's see how much more drunk I can get. All right.